Hello everyone, I am Professor Peshwe from Department of Civil Engineering, College of Engineering and Technology, Akola. I have worked more than 4 years in this institute. I welcome you all for 4-week faculty development program on pedagogical methods for outcome-based education system organized by Department of Civil Engineering, College of Engineering and Technology. Thank you so much to the organizer team that they give me opportunity to talk on this platform. Now let's move to our today's topic, that is blended learning. The National Education Policy has given a rare glimpse through the transformation of education. NEP clearly states that it is a time to take on a policy that should be student centric. It means that the education should be done only for the students. In this thinking, NEP gives many modes of learning. From this, blended learning is one of them. A teaching and learning approach that combines face to face classroom methods with computer mediated activities or learning. As the name suggests, to blend or to mix something, so that it is also called hybrid learning or two-way learning because it provides flexible and engaging experience by merging the structure of physical classroom with online resources and activities. Now let's see the example of blended learning. Suppose there is a student in the classroom. Teacher teach that day about algebra, but student have not got it. Then what will he do? He will go to the computer lab to solve the assignments, and he will take the help of math program to understand that thing. Now let's see the history of blended learning. In ancient time, universities like Nalanda Vishwavidyalaya use different kind of teaching learning progresses. From these, one of the most famous was Shravan, Manan and Nidhyasana, that is listen, reflect and practice. This seems like a kind of blended learning. We can see listen carefully, after that Manan means try to understand that things, and practice means practice more and more time to having more effective way of learning. There was other modes of learning which are by lecture, self-study, peer group learning, learning with their experience, debates and arguments, which we called Vad and Vivad Vitark, question answer, Prashnottar Vidhi, imitation, Anukaran, to reflect, repetition and rote learning means Punaravrutti, demonstration and practice. Now we will move towards roles and responsibilities of teachers. Blended learning shifts role of teacher from knowledge provider to coach and mentor. It is not means that teacher play a massive or less important role in students' education, while teacher can have an even more profound influence and effect on students' learning. Traditionally, classroom learning has been teacher directed, top down and one size fits all. But now in blended learning, it now becomes more student driven, bottom and customized. Teachers must also coordinate cooperatively grouping. They must analyze students' data to make instructional decision. By this, the role of teacher and students becomes more strong. Now we will see the roles and responsibilities of learner. Most of important thing about student's responsibility is that he must be adapted to changing technologies. In fact, this is a very interesting way of learning by both by face to face learning and by learning by online resources. They should know time management because they have to handle both online and face to face learning. Blended learning will provide a vast vision to students. It will increase students' ability of thinking critically. They will not only depend on a classroom's limited learning, although they will use online resources to understand the things. Students must become a collaborator. We could use virtual breakout rooms or boards that can be used for collaboration opportunities. Students must become communicator. He must become a creator. If we talk about models of blended learning, basically there are major four models which are rotational model, flex model, a la carte model and enriched virtual model. Blended learning is based on a rotational model. If you see the diagram, rotational model is further divided into four subcategories. First is station rotation, second is lab rotation, next is flipped classroom, after that individual rotation. At this point, I will say something about blended learning. It will increase students' engagement in learning. After that, it will enhance teacher and students' interaction. Learner will become more aware and responsible. He will manage time. It will improve student learning outcomes. Learner will become more smart in today's era. Now, we will see one by one all the models of blended learning. First of all, we will see the rotational model of blended learning. It is a mixture of face-to-face learning as well as online learning, organized in a strictly structured manner. It will provide different kind of platform for learning such as full class instruction, group project, individual tutorials and assignments, online quiz solving. It is a very interesting type of learning in which students rotate on different stations for learning. For example, today I teach one topic of algebra in classroom. After that, to understand more effectively, student will go to the another station in the same classroom to understand the same topic. After that, he will go to the next station to solve their assignments and to do their homeworks. After that, he will go to the another station in same classroom to solve their assignments of algebra. This is called station rotation. The students will learn from the different sources about the same topic is known as the station rotation. In given diagram, you can see the students is rotating at different platforms. First of all, he will take online instructions. After that, he will go to the brick and mortar classroom. which means face to face learning. After that, the same topic he will take to the collaborative activities or learning stations. It means that he will learn one topic from three stations. The benefit of this method, he will understand the topic much effectively than face to face learning. In lab rotation, students rotate at fixed points in time between a classroom and a computer lab. In this image, you can see students are taking class instruction. After that, they will go for lab session to gain more information about the topic. Now we will see about flipped classroom. As the name suggests, flips is means the sudden change or sudden move of anything is known as flip. Then what is it actually means? In traditional learning, what was happen? Students go to their schools, after come back they do their homeworks which was told by their teachers, which was very irritating for students. But in flipped classroom, turn this concept of learning. In flipped classroom, students first study by themselves by listening video lectures on YouTube and then apply the knowledge in the classroom. As he know what is happening in the classroom, having more interesting for them. If you see the given classroom diagram, the flipped classroom reverses a traditional class structure of listening to a lecture in class and completing homework activities at home. Students in flipped classes watch a short lecture video online and come into the classroom to complete activities such as group work, projects, or other exercises. The flipped classroom model can be seen as a submodel of the blended face to face or blended online classes. This is an individual rotation model. In this, students not need to rotate with groups or classmates. They will have their own individual timetable or space. According to their necessity, they will rotate either for face to face learning or online learning. While many of the blended model one these lists are at the course level. Self blending is a program level model and is familiar to many college students. Learners using this model are enrolled in a school but take online courses in addition to their traditional face to face courses. They are not directed by a faculty members and choose which courses they will take online and which they will take in person. This is one kind of personalized learning in which learner is basically depends upon online learning. They will receive their own space for learning through this. It provides flexibility to learning process. In this, role of teacher will be minimum. Flexible mode of courses offers all instruction in multiple modes, in person and online, and students choose how to take their course. An example of this is San Francisco State University's hybrid flexible model, which offers classroom based and online options for all or most learning activities, allowing students the ability to choose how they will attend classes, either online or in offline. First of all, let's see what is a la carte. A la carte means ordering individual dishes from a menu. For example, if we use DTH services at our home, we need more channels in one pack. Then we have to pay separately for these. This is the example of a la carte. Now let's see about the model of learning. This model introduces face-to-face and online learning but also expand way of learning by introducing different journals, research sites, introduce more study materials on school or college. It enables learner to select online courses from a range of options that match their interest or needs. Besides the regular face-to-face courses they take at school or college, the online courses may be offered by other schools or course providers which require schools to partner with them to expand the choices. This model can offer students more flexibility, personalization, and choice in their learning process. However, it also has some drawbacks as explained in the next. It is a course or subject in which students need more face to face interaction with their teachers. In this model, students discuss and ask difficulties about online learning program every week with their teachers to clear their concepts. Did you know that over 70% of educators thinks mixing online learning with in-person classes boosts students' results? This fact shows how important the enriched virtual model is in blended learning. It uses digital tools and face to face meetings to improve education. This model lets students do most of their work online, but they also get direct help in the classes. This way, the enriched virtual model is changing education for the betterment. This new way of teaching solves the problem of balancing online and in class learning. It also makes learning more flexible and engaging for students. Blended learning is the best form of learning than purely online or purely face to face learning. This brings communication between students and teacher more closely. A blended learning environment gives students access to a variety of learning materials, boosting their confidence and self assurance. Studies show that blended learning improves students' chances of completing courses by decreasing droughts, raising exam scores, and boosting student motivation as compared to online and purely face to face courses. It increases relevance, individualization, and personalization. Providing learners with quick feedback will aid them in their learning processes. By removing the boundaries of conventional training, blended learning training elements time and geographic restrictions, and the student chooses when and where to complete their coursework. It encourages self motivation in learners by making them more accountable for their education. Blended learning has the capacity to alter students' learning experiences and outcomes. Through the interactive sessions, blended learning offers collaboration activities between teachers and students that will enhance students' contentment and academic success. Blended learning courses foster more meaningful learning by enhancing student instructor interactions. Blended learning offers students an active and flexible environment for utilizing materials as well as additional time for teachers to meet with students in small groups or even individually. Blended learning strategies enable instructor to offer lectures and evaluate students' progress in learning using novel and creative ways. Now, lastly, I am very thankful to the organizer of this FDB program for giving me the opportunity to speak with you all. If you have any queries and suggestions to enhance my topic, so please suggest me. Thank you very much.